Welcome. It's time for What's Up and About. A lot happened over the weekend,
Yes.
and some of them good, some of them bad. I want to talk about what is it, Mike?
Just a little. Now I know why Mazino has been talking about trying to wake up.
What?
5 hours ago, his story.
What?
It's like he was it? Wait, is it Gary was drinking?
No, I was making noodles.
Please let me see.
5 hours ago.
I've been up since
That was
since
that was
12
like 2
midnight.
o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you?
Well, that's-
Okay.
They're looking at me shirtless, by the way.
Okay.
Oh,
Maz.
you're getting too
My lack of
excited.
interest.
Oh, yeah. I mean, let me be quiet.
All right, Mazino, back to you.
Unfiltered Mary. All right, so a lot happened over the weekend. I want to use this opportunity to talk about a virtue that we all must have, and it is about control. 2 instances. One of them, friend of the house, actually, Seun Kuti was caught on camera on the 3rd Mainland Bridge. From all that we can see, it seemed like as if it was a case of harassment. I wouldn't say from who or in what direction, but the video clearly showed him manhandling a police officer in uniform. The other instance was one of a landlord in an altercation with his tenant, and eventually leading to him unleashing a dog.
dog.
Not just a dog, a wobble.
Wow.
They are huge, and those things are massive. on
Those,
his
their
tenant.
teeth.
Yeah, when they grab on, they don't let go. So I don't know, but personally, the older I get, I find myself always cautioning myself at different instances. On my way here on Friday evening, somebody ran in front of my bike as I was going full throttle. That anger, I took it on the next guy who who made me angry. And after I left that instance, I was like, yeah, I think I don't need that kind of angst in my life. I don't want to have it. I don't want to have to go out of control. And when I'm angry, the second after I've expressed anger, I find myself in a state of embarrassment that I cannot even compare to anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for me,
That's
that's
when you. How did you express the anger?
I don't get angry often at all.
Okay.
But when I do,
Because
it's embarrassing. That's
I
all I'm
also
going
want to
say.
look at it. What happened?
And
this
anything
morning.
could happen. I could have been Seun Kuti.
Okay.
I could have been that landlord.
Yeah.
That's my point.
You know, because so road rage. You know, road rage is a very which is close to what you talk about. But for me, when I think I can separate road rage from anger. So when it happens, all I just do is I blurt out obscenities onto the other person, and immediately I do that, I feel good.
Okay.
But that's just where it ends.
Wow.
I just blurt out. I know. I just for me, it just calms me down. Like that's the
calms
only
you
way
down.
I was able to just. So
you let it go, you
so
let
you
it
know this thing. Once I let it out, but then, I think the discussion here is control.
Yeah, control.
You know, self-control and all of that. It was a bad look for Seun, especially as that part. We don't know what preceded, but from what we hear, it seems. They bashed his car or something. You know, we don't know what preceded that and what went after.
Yeah.
Well, you see, we would want to caution everybody that's not the best way, especially, and from what we saw also, the police officer was calm. From the part we saw.
From the part we saw.
From the parts we
So
saw,
I
yes,
would
you're
say,
right.
I would say that no matter what, do your best to not to it's against the law.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Oh, we really need to hammer on that.
Yes.
Now, the police uniform or any sovereign paramilitary uniform is not something that you can disrespect. You can't even touch it. You can't even poke them.
Yeah.
You are not supposed, because that's a crime against the nation, the country itself, the presidency. So if you do not know, don't ever do it.
So in fact, it's a general thing in
Yes.
Nigeria, all over the world. Any uniformed personnel, including NYSC, they are not to be touched. The moment somebody is wearing a uniform, a government-approved uniform, the person is untouchable.
representing that
The person is
country.
representing the nation. And so you find people abusing these uniforms. Now, to be factual, we know how certain types of people can be really annoying.
Yes.
They can be frustrating. They can be infuriating.
It can be overly
But
officious.
guess what? The
themselves.
person recording the video did not record the before and after, just that part. And the part that was seen was the part he was being aggressive. Nobody knows what led to it because he said it was a threat to life. Like he almost killed his family. We don't know what happened. But then if the guy had cocked his gun and he would have been, in quotes, in his rights because he was assaulting him, unfortunately. And so when you look at different angles to it, you also have to consider the fact that it is usually a case of your word against mine. And in this case, there is no proof of what the man did, unfortunately, of what the policeman did. So it's going to be like Seun, unfortunately, on his own.
Yeah, we'll go with what we
To
have.
touch again on the issue of control, self-control, and the fact that I don't think it's something we've imbibed in young people as they grow up. I think we even, in some ways, tell our kids to be more aggressive, to always fight back, and I think it starts from very young. So that boy in the playground took your pencil or whatever, or he beat you. Why didn't you beat him back? That's the question that the
I think
parents
that's
ask. So I'm
what
just
we
thinking,
grew up with, our generation.
Yeah,
As in, you're crying to me. What did you do?
What did you do
before you came to
Exactly.
me? Is what my father would say to me.
Exactly.
But after becoming a father myself, and my daughter would come back to me, and the first thing I'd ask, did you engage in dialogue? Did you tell them how you feel? Or did you but you need to. Now, communication is the problem here, that we do not communicate verbally, instead we get physical, or we show in other expressions that are observable.
Release a dog.
You know, exactly. Now, on that case,
Yeah.
that was absolutely wrong. Regardless of whatever had transpired between them during that altercation, that was the most barbaric thing.
Evil.
Caught
Sure,
on
the guy
camera.
has to press charges.
He has
should.
to press
no way.
There's no
charges.
even talk
should.
about it.
He
In fact,
must.
even if he doesn't press charges, we should have a violence. You see, domestic violence can be man to man.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was.
Because, we need to get the
Yes, indeed. No, of course, definitely.
DVCR,
And
what's
it's also-
in it, and get them involved. I also wanted to touch on the fact that a number of people were trying to justify the action of assaulting an official on what
It's not done anywhere in the world.
officials, on what they do, maybe the wrong things they have done.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes without saying, cliche, but really two wrongs don't make it right. And you don't want to, as a civilian, go up against those kind of people in that kind of manner. Revolution or whatever we want, it's not that way. There's a war, let's go to war. You've seen Sudan. So what I'm saying is that there are other ways, I mean, that we can, lay forward what we think we've been wronged in our different ways, but having to go at it physically, and like you said, he wasn't with a gun, but if he was, we've also seen some videos from other people who would go that far to want to assault this thing. You're endangering yourself.
You know, as I was watching that video, one song was playing in my head, and I didn't know quite how to
Was it
react.
Afrobeat?
No, it was P-Square. Oga police here, waiting be this here. As I mentioned earlier, some of these armed officials can be infuriating.
Overzealous.
Overzealous is an understatement.
I'm being euphemistic.
No, see, look, the reality is they can push you. There are people who have done crazy things because of such incidents. But no matter how you look at it, it's still a crime. It's unfortunate, you might call it that, but it's still a crime.
Situation. There's a particular road along between Maryland and Ojota bus stop. There's a place that's considered a BRT lane, but it's not demarcated. Has anybody tried that lane before? If you, for any reason, go onto that far right lane, if you're heading towards Ojota from Maryland, it is the BRT
Oh, I know the
lane.
place. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
And
that
there's
yellow
hardly
demarcation.
any indication or demarcation. And there was a particular guy, the police actually were there telling him, no, it was Lasma telling him that it's fine to go that way. And then there were police in front, apparently, doing exactly the opposite, guiding people out of the lane. So the two authorities were, contradicting each other. And so someone that's never been on that road, for instance.
Look,
that can be-
Imagine that kind of
all in all, though, please, this is a two-way street. The police officers, armed officers need to do better. And we as citizens, we just need to be a bit more patient. I know it's difficult, but at the end of it, look who is being blamed now.
I'm sure we'll find the end of that, hopefully. And also the case of the landlord and the tenant and the dog. That I would like to see the end of that one. But let's know what you guys think. Give us your opinion. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'll be back for more. Stay tuned.